Hello, welcome to a quick demo of LRM for BCTS. It's November 2016. We're going to be demoing LRM 2.01 hosted in the Trimble Forestry environment today. Dataset that we're looking at is effective of spring 2016. Let's have a quick tour and see what you're into. So within LRM, we're logged in right now. It uses Windows authentication to log in, so you don't have to see a screen. At the top of what's called the tree view is a little drop down that allows us to see various modules. So LRM is configured to have three main modules: blocks, roads, and silviculture, that each target those areas of the business. There's also a contractor module where you can manage contractors and various information about them. So we're going to explore blocks for a quick second here. Once you pick the module, you see a tree view. The tree view is specific for the modules, and you'll only see the divisions that you personally have access to. The way the tree view works is you can click on nodes within it, and it's very similar to resources in that you can click through them, and as you progress down into your license and your permit and your mark and your block, you'll eventually get to the block, and you can take a look at it. If I click on my block here, you will see that the information in what's called the tabular view on the side changes. So my block information, the header information is up here, and our tabs or child tabs are down at the bottom, various information related to our cut block. If I continue hitting the plus sign in the tree view, more information is available to me without having to drill down or pop up additional screens. So I can see my crews if I want. I can see other available pieces of information if they're in here. I can see my block activities, for instance, and work in here. When I'm looking at the tabular view, just to finish off that discussion, I can choose to look at it in the grid view, which you may see by default. You may also choose to look at it in what's called form view, which is reminiscent of resources and maybe helpful when you've got a lot of attributes and you want to see them all on the same screen. If you're using grid view or looking at several records at the same time, you can also choose to look at them in card view. This is another representation that allows you to see things side by side and can help out as you're moving through the application. Down below the tree view, we have what's called the working set, and the working set is an area where you have shortcuts and favorites, and these favorites can be anything that was in the tree view. So if I've got a favorite road that I want to get back to, I can just double click on it. It's going to change me to the roads module, go find the road in the tree view, and position me on the road in the tree view, so then I can begin looking for additional information on the road if I want to. I can also go back to a cut block, and it'll take me back to the appropriate module and find the block in the system, so I don't have to do any work to get back to where I came from. In addition to the tabular view, there is also what's called the spatial view. It's accessible by clicking on this button, and the spatial view is you can think of it as an upgrade and a replacement for resources. It's also an upgrade and a replacement for the geo functionality that GIS Tech's been using in ArcMap. So we can browse, we can edit, depending on permissions, of course, and lots of information can be made available as needed for people using this tool. A couple of holdovers from resources that are going to come for you. So the Query Builder tool is available and works very similar. There's some cool new features in it. I can select a record and automatically add it to my working set from here, or select a whole bunch of them and do that. I can go to it in the tree view. I can view the shape and spatial view, generate maps directly from our Query Builder, and I can also generate packages if they're set up, and we'll get into that in another detail. But Query Builder itself is pretty much unchanged. The same queries and info types that are available in resources will be ported to LRM for you. Reports, same reports available in LRM or in resources will be moved to LRM. And your map templates. So now you currently run maps through either Map Window or through Geo in some business areas. All your map templates will now be generated through this map generator here, and you can see that in this test conversion we've ported all of the maps for BCTS, and there's a very long list of them here that or the starting point just needs to be whittled down a little bit so that we've got a clearer list to work through. That's the basics of it. Thanks for listening, and we'll get into much more detailed in a session soon. Thank you very much.